Okay, we're gonna give everybody a second to come on. This is episode 70. Episode 70. You guys come on, hit that like and that share button. Come on and hit that like and that share button. You guys seen the flyer? You guys have shared it. You guys know what we got going on. This is different from my regular one-on-one interviews. This time I'm gonna let a mother tell her story. This is a little different, guys. And we're gonna make sure you guys come on in and hit that share button. Okay. Oh, you guys see we got Miss Roshika Oliver, and we're gonna let her tell her story. We all knows what happened. 14-year-old son was killed in a tragic accident. But before we do that, we're gonna let Roshika tell us who is Tyler.
Tyler was a lovable person.
Okay.
He was the type of person, if you meet him, you won't forget him.
Okay.
You will constantly ask, if you see me or know that I was his mother, you will constantly ask, where's Tyler?
Okay.
That boy loved to ask questions.
Okay.
He will ask you 1,000 questions. What you do? Where you work?
Okay.
You know, he was kind-hearted.
Okay.
He was a hustler.
Okay.
Because he will hustle you out of anything. Or ask you questions about business. He was a businessman.
Okay.
He was just genuine, sweet, a different type of child. He was more like an old soul, more like you wouldn't think he was 14 years old. You would think he'd been about 17. Because of the way he would hold a conversation with you or talk. You be like, boy, how old you is? 14.
Yeah,
he know how to drive 5-speed.
Well, he better than me. I'm 34 years old. I can't drive a 5-speed right now.
That boy would change oil, tires, cut grass.
He's good country boy.
Did everything. And just because he wanted to learn.
Okay, and y'all actually, so y'all were actually from Santee?
Yes.
Ellery?
Ellery, Santee.
Same thing. Shout out to my people from Santee, Ellery, because I'm saying that, y'all, because but anybody who know, they do not say they're the same. Like, hey, I'm from Santee. I'm Ellery. I'm from Van. So that's good. So what elementary school did he go to?
He went to Vance Elementary School.
Shout out to Vance. Shout out to Vance. Okay. And so did he play any ball? I see I see that family picture. He's bigger than the rest of y'all. He was bigger than the rest of y'all.
He tried.
Okay.
He was like, Mom, I want to play football. I said, okay, you know you got ass. I want to try it. Like, second day of practice, Mom, I want to play football. I said, okay, so what you want to do? He was like, I'm going to be a millionaire. He's like, I'm going to sell dogs. I'm going to race. He said he wanted to be a professional dirt bike driver. I never forget. His principal asked and said, Tyler, what you want to be when you grow up? He said, professional dirt bike driver. The principal turned and said, I ain't never heard a child tell me nothing like this.
I haven't either.
So I was like, don't y'all be trying to pick at my son now. He was like, for real, I'm going to be a professional dirt. So he got into dirt bikes, 4-wheelers, and dogs.
But you know, the good thing I like about that is that why can't he be professional dirt ride? Because our counterparts, they teach their sons the steps that it takes to be a professional. I forgot whatever they call it to be in that thing and to get the sponsorships.
Right.
Okay, so he going around. So at what point in life did he say he wanted to be a professional dirt bike rider?
He was around 11.
11? Okay. 11, he said he wanted to be a professional dirt bike rider. And so, like I said, I saw him like, man, that's a big kid. Okay, so
he sprouted so fast.
He sprouted?
Yes, because I was like, all right, just because you told him, that don't mean nothing now. But Mom, go ahead with that. And my oldest son, I'll be like, Ma, I'll hold him down for you.
Okay.
I said, he's bigger than you.
He is bigger than him. he is bigger than him. So at what point, about 12, 13, he kind of got a...
Around about 12, he just started getting taller and thicker. And I was like, ooh. Everybody started looking. I was like, that's his daddy. His daddy child.
Hey,
not a country folk.
Oh yeah. We definitely love that. So, what high school did he hit? Did he make it to high school?
He would have been graduating. He graduated this year, and he would have been going to high school.
Going to high school? Wow. Okay, so he was going
in 8th grade.
Wow, 8th grade, and so what school was he in?
He was at Hollywood Middle School.
Hollywood Middle School. Okay. So he's in Holly Hill Middle School in the 8th grade. Just being a kid, having fun, trying to be the best dirt bike professional rider.
Yes, dog raising dogs.
Dog raising. And me too, I love about dog raising. People don't realize, I think we always realize it, but now dog breeding has become a $1 million business.
Yes. And I was never interested in dogs
That become $1 million
until
business.
Tyler bribed me to get dogs.
Oh, he already had started it.
Yeah, he already started. I have 2.
Wow, so he was a real hustler.
Breed 3 or 4 times already.
Wow, so that's a real entrepreneur. So at 14, he already decided. See, I like them. See, this ain't I talk. I like. See, this when I get back to my episodes. So at 14 years old, he already said, "Mama, I want to breed dogs." And you being a supportive mama, you already saying, "You know what? We're gonna figure this thing out. Let's see what we can do. Let's figure the thing out. Let's go in." And you say, "You know what, baby? I'm gonna get some dogs." Oh, here my pops. Look, somebody got the dogs.
The first dog was given to us by his auntie.
Okay.
And the second dog, he would be on the phone with our cousin Mike Chivers, and him and Mike worked out something. And only thing I know was he said, "Mom, let's go pick up my dog."
He not bribing. He not bribing cousin Mike.
Yes, he done bribed Mike. So I'm thinking this was a little dog. Mike done gave him the dog. They done worked something out. He teach them everything about breathing. The dogs, Mike taught him a lot, and I appreciate him. And I said, "Boy, you're not gonna aggravate Mike." Mike said, "This is what you got to do, Tyler. Tyler, this is the dog food you got to give him. And I'm gonna take you to California with me because Mike do shows, stuff like that." And he really got into it. He helped him build the kennel. He got the stuff, build the kennel. I helped him with the flooring and stuff like that, and we got to finish it. But Mike was very supportive.
But see, but think about this. Let me tell you, I don't think, man, I love this talk. I just sad what happened because he not just breeding dogs in the backyard on the dirt. He actually breeding the kennels. He's telling him the food to buy. He's telling him the shows to go to get your dog registered and get so you can get a show dog when your dog wins prizes, and you get more money for his
He wrote a business plan too. I had it in his obituary. He wrote a business plan.
And wow, who did you encourage that, or he did that on his own?
Family members. He called his cousin Eric, which is his god brother. He called his cousin Kendrick, and he said, "Hey, y'all gonna support me?" Asking them for money.
Yeah.
So they told him, "Say, yeah, we gonna support you, but you need a business plan." So he wrote one, and he called them and read it to them.
He wrote a business plan at 14.
Yes.
I know adults right now who wants to start a business who don't even know how to start a business plan. But to be fair, I didn't write my first business plan until I got to college. But
I don't even know how to write a business plan. So he wrote it because he kept saying, "Ma, what I need to say?" I said, "It need to come from you." I said, "Just Google it." I said, "Google it and see how to start off." I said, "I can't tell you because I don't know."
Yes.
So he was like, "All right, Ma, I'm gonna Google it." So after a while, he started. He said, "Ma, you ready? You ready?" It was like 2 to 3 days later. I said, "Go ahead." I was driving, and he read it to me, and I was like, "Wow,
that's good."
It's good.
Okay. I haven't seen the business plan. I don't care if it's a dog food, dog thing. Just the fact that he knew, and luckily he had family members to say, "You need a business plan." Okay, and all this is going on year 14. All this is happening in year 14.
Yes.
Wow. So all this happened in year 14. Did he get to sell, and did he get to see any dogs get sold, or no?
Well, when he started the breathing process, he did, it's a fee you charge. So he charged the fee, and he called me outside. He said, "Ma, come here." And I was like, "What?" "Hold my phone and record this." I said, "I don't want to record them dogs doing that." He said, "Ma," he said, "Do it because they're gonna try to mess with my money."
You got to do it.
So when he passed away, we still hadn't received the dogs, and I said, "You know what? I got them videos." But still to this day, we haven't get no dogs. We got, the shit Word.
I got you. I got you.
But it's okay. But God don't like ugly.
God don't like ugly, and that happens a lot in the dog breed. I know I have a friend of mine who breeds a kind of dog, and he's just getting in the black. But he is 40. He's not doing this at 14. So my God, your son doing this at 14. By the time he turned,
he said he was
17, 18.
He said in high school he was gonna be a baby.
I believe it. Why not?
Why not? He told me. He said, "Mama, buy you a big house." So he said, "You gonna have a big house, and I want it back off so we can see people before they get to us." And he said, "I'm gonna have all the kennels in the back with all the dogs." That's what he told me.
And you like, whatever you want, son.
I was like, because he kept saying, I was like, boy, go and sit down to me, whatever. Go and sit. I'm for real. He said, you sat right there. I'm for real, Mom. I said, okay.
Well, I'm glad I keep doing it. So we going to dogs. You're doing good. He's living life. How many siblings do you have out? I'm gonna give his siblings a shout out.
We have his daddy has 8 kids.
Okay.
Including my 4.
Okay.
So we have the oldest, Hakia Gaines. Shout out to Hakia. And we have Diamond Benjamin. And we have Maya Benjamin. And we have Maurice Livingston. Nala Benjamin. These are my kids. And Sunshine Benjamin. It's 2 more, but I can't pronounce their names.
Shout out to them. Well,
shout out to the
because I just want to give, because I know it's a lot for siblings. Because sometimes we obviously, I think, to be fair, probably you and his father probably felt the biggest hurt, but sometimes siblings they have their own hurt. It's a little different. It might not come then. It might come
later on.
Yeah.
It comes. I mean, in my household, it comes every day because we're living in a household where we have to wake up to him, sleep, breathe, you know, him.
Yeah.
And then for my son, you know, they share the same room, so he will wake up and look across. You know, I have bunk beds and he's not there. So.
And that's your brother. That's his brother. He's the rapper, right?
Yep, that's the rapper.
And what's his name?
Mo Glizzy.
Shout out to you, Mo Glizzy. Hey, I seen. Hey, you don't know. Hey, cause is that his song that he did about his brother?
Oh yeah.
Mo Glizzy, I saw that. Hey, see, you don't know who be looking. I saw it. I'm gonna check it out. We might talk about something later. I saw it. So do you remember the day everything transpired?
Oh yeah.
So how was that day? Explain that day, even from that morning. How was that day?
That morning we woke up. Tyler wakes everybody up.
And what, this is a Saturday or
this was a Monday.
A Monday. Okay. Is this summertime? No school? Or was school?
I think it was around pandemic time.
Oh, so nobody was in school.
Nobody was in
You're
school.
You're right. It's I forget about the pandemic. Okay.
October. So I woke up that morning. I was supposed to go buy a car that Friday. But I didn't went because I had to wait on my father to accompany me. You know how fathers are. I want to make sure you buy the right vehicle.
You got that right.
So everything was gonna be surprised. Tyler got, "Man, you driving that Honda? Don't drive that Honda to school." They got Tyler that purple Honda. I said, "I'm gonna save my money up and get me a car."
You got that right.
So that's what I did.
Okay.
And plus, I was manifesting about a lot of things. So when I finally got the money, I said, "I'm gonna get me a car Monday." My dad took off from work. "Mom, where you going?" I said, "It's a surprise. You can't go." My first thought that came to my mind, I wanted to take them. But I told him, I said, "Well, y'all stay here. I'll take the girls. Y'all stay home." So me and my father went up all day. We was, because it was an all day thing. All day we was checking on them, calling them, "What y'all doing?" Every time I would look on the camera, Tyler was doing something. He washed my cars. He washed out both of my cars. He cut the grass. He didn't text me, ask me, "Can he go to the store?" Yeah, he was driving. And I said, "Yeah."
That's what I call country living.
Yeah, because
y'all live a whole different cool out there in the country.
That boy would drive, go to the store when I would be sick, get me ginger ale. He said, "Man, I know you want ginger ale. Get me goody powder. Come there and have it for me." So I look, I said, "Dang, Tyler washing cars, Tyler cutting the grass." Never thought about that. So I finally closed the deal around about 7-ish, 6-ish, something like that.
Okay.
And my phone went dead as usual. Everybody knows me, knows my phone stays dead. And I told my dad, I said, call and check on the boys and tell them we're on the way. And he did it. He said, they good. So we stopped at McDonald's and got something to eat. We got on the interstate. For some reason, my daddy thought we was going backwards. Thought we was going towards Charlotte. So he get off. I'm like, what you doing? He was like, we going backwards. I said, no, we not. We going right. This is the way to go in Orangeburg. He must have was tired because we was in Columbus since that morning. So, and matter of fact, Tyler asked me, said, where you going? We was on the back of my car. I said, none of your business. I said, but look what I got. I showed him all my money. Yeah. He was like, Mom, let me get that. He started flexing. I said, boy, give me my money. I said, don't worry, when I get back, I got something for you. Want to surprise him. So anyways, when we got past Orangeburg, my daddy got out of Dodge. Like I could not see him anymore. Oh, y'all was following behind? Okay. I was following behind him. And I kept saying, where is my daddy? So I done pushed the pedal, got off of 301, got down the hill, I saw his blinkers. My heart dropped. I was like, what is going on? I said, I know that's not Sandy blinkers. I know that's not Sandy blinkers. My phone's still dead. By the time I turned down my road, all I saw was lights. Got a little further down, saw tape. I was like, what the hell? I got out of the car. They wouldn't let me go in the yard. First thing I'm like, let me go in the yard. Let me go in the yard. My daddy, he was banging on the back of the car. I got in the car. I was doing like 100. They told me Tyler was at the urgent care in Santee. So my cousin got in the car with me, and we went to the urgent care. I was driving like 100. She was like, she could slow down. So I was like, no, I'm not slowing down. I'm not slowing down. I need to get Tyler. I'm going to see my child. I was going past cars. When I got there, I jumped out the car. I asked her where my son was. My mom said they flying him. Then she was like, I don't see no helicopter. Ambulance. I was like, where is he? One of the officers, they pit me against the car. Hold up. You there? She was going on your child. You ever seen? Yeah, at this time you ever seen your child, right? And the officer pinned you against the car. He took my arms and he placed his hands around my arms and pinned me back. For what? I don't even know. Like he was telling me to calm down, and I was like, calm down. Where is my son? Like I want to see my son. Like I need to know what's going on. So another officer by the name of Shepherd, he came and he told that officer to get off of me. Like, what is wrong with you? Get off of her. And he was like, Miss Oliver, go. Your son is going to Orangeburg. Get in your car and go. Why would he think, I don't want to use the card. I don't want to use the card. Oh, but why would he think it would be okay? Obviously, if he officer, like you say he is, he knows what's going on. Right. Why would he think it would be a good idea to pin you like you were an effing criminal? Like I was a criminal. Yeah. Well, so the officer Shepard comes over there. So then he says, what are you doing? He said, what are you doing? To the officer. Yeah. Let this young lady go. Yeah. And he was like, you Tyler, Mom? I said, yes. He said, get in your car, go. They're transporting him to Orangeburg. I said, thank you. Got in my car and left. So at this time, you still haven't seen your son. Nobody has told you anything. Did you even know what happened at this time yet? I didn't know what happened at the time. Okay. I'm driving like 100 on 301. I bet so. Going. I caught up with them. I caught up with the ambulance past camera exit. Okay, I know what that's saying. And when I got in the back of them, they were just pumping him. Oh, so they actually pulled up and let you inside? I was on the back of them like this. I saw everything. I was on the back of them. Okay, see, that's a lot of trauma. So you are driving, you're looking through the back and see that they're pumping your son. And I just was saying, come on, Tyler, come on, Tyler.
It's okay. It's okay. Paper towel. Paper towel. You're welcome. You take your time. Hey guys, but thank you for tuning in. We letting this mother tell her story of King Tyler, who was had a tragic accident um of in October of last year, 2019, and guys coming in like and share. Um, so we can skip that part. I don't want you,
it's fine.
But see, but I don't want you to have to relive trauma because I felt it.
I mean, I relive it every day.
Every day, okay, okay.
You know, I talk about it when I can, and I push through it. You know,
okay.
Like I said, I was praying. My mom was right there and called me. And I kept saying, "Come on, Tyler, you can make it. You can make it. Come on, you got this. You got this." And they pumped him all the way till they got there.
Okay.
So they took him out. I jumped out the car, was praying.
Okay.
At that moment, all my family came, friends. It was crowded.
Okay.
And I just got feeling that
that's a lot.
My body just got
that's
hot.
That's a lot.
And I screamed. At that time, I knew my son had passed away.
Jesus.
It was like a detachment.
You actually felt the emotion.
I felt, and I screamed. Then they called us in the hospital. And as soon as I walked in the room, I saw a preacher. And I said, "Why are you here?" I said, "I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to nobody." The man was telling me, say, when Tyler got there, his people already had dilated. And they tried to do whatever they could do to save him. But where he got shot at, it was no saving.
So is that the moment that you found out that he actually got shot, or you actually had found out prior? Because at no point I'm hearing nobody actually like saying
no. What they were saying, I was hearing, but I wasn't hearing what they were saying. Oh, something. Because at first they were saying something happened to Maurice and Tyler. And I was like, what is going on? I'm looking over there. I see my brother, but I don't see my boys. So I don't know what's going on. When I got to urgent care, I found out it was Tyler. Maurice came up to me, and then when we got to the hospital, it's been, everybody saying he was shot. Okay. I still didn't take it in.
Because you too busy trying to worry about, I haven't seen my son. Forget what y'all talking. I don't know what's going on.
And at that point, when the doctor told me that, I just asked, "Can I see him?" And they told me no. They said because they need evidence. I couldn't go back there. So that's why I flipped.
So, hold on.
They wouldn't let me back and see him or nothing.
I did not know that. I didn't know that they could even do that.
Because it was a homicide.
Okay.
So you can't go back because you might tamper with evidence, and they needed all the evidence they could get. So I lost it.
So how long was it between that and then you actually get to see your son?
I didn't see him until the day they had him in the casket.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. So wait a minute. So that got to be hold on. So that's it. This happened on Monday, right? So you didn't see your son till
he was in his casket.
So that's what, like, because you by 2 or 3 days?
2 or 3 days later. Because they had to take him to Newberry to get an autopsy to rule out everything. And then they brought him back. And then when Mr. Simmons got him, he called me. He said, "I got your baby." First, he was supposed to go to Williams, but he didn't went to Williams. He went to Mr. Simmons. And shout out to Mr. Simmons because he did real good by me and my family. because of the life insurance. When it's ever, I don't know if people are aware of this or not, but when you have insurance on someone and it's a homicide, the insurance have to investigate. So they're not going to pay you out right then and there. It's going to take about a month or two before they pay you. So Mr. Williams dealt with me with that, but Mr. Williams did.
You mean Paul Simmons did with you with it, but Mr. Williams didn't?
No.
Who?
Mr. Williams is Williams Funeral Home.
Okay. Okay, and they didn't?
No. He told me to look at it like I didn't have insurance.
Wow, he wasn't even trying to be understanding.
He wasn't trying to be understanding.
But Simmons,
Mr. Simmons said he done dealt with situations like that before. And Mr. Simmons said they're going to pay out. I said, I know they're going to pay out because my insurance is active. It's something they take out my bank account every month. He said, you know what? He said, I lost a child. He said, I'm not worried about that right now. Let's get your son buried.
And this is Paul Simmons from Simmons Funeral?
Yes.
Shout out to Paul. Shout out Mr. Simmons from Paul Simmons Funeral Home. Wow. Because you would think that, because I'm pretty sure the one at Ellery might have been more like of a family.
He was. He buried almost everybody in my family on my grandma's side.
Now all of a sudden.
Now I don't know what happened in between, but I'm showing you my insurance policy. Me saying is active, but I don't know if he was unsure that they was gonna pay out. But I didn't kill my son. They gonna pay out.
Jesus. Okay, so now I know when you go to see your son, like you said, I think that's crazy. I didn't know these rules. I didn't know that you had to wait.
I could have seen him because I actually wanted to do his hair, but I didn't. My aunt did his hair, so she FaceTimed me, but she only showed me his hair, and she said,
"Yeah, that's a lot."
She said, "This is how you want it," and I said, "Yeah." So I was like, I don't know if I'm ready. So when I did went to see him the next morning, it was like he was sleeping. He looked so good, like he was just at peace.
Okay.
When everybody asks me, still to this day, I have people question why I got him a red casket. The story behind that is I did the room over, and I asked both of him and Maurice to say, what kind of comforter do you want? Maurice said, "Mine, it don't matter." Tyler said, "Mine, I want red comforters." I said, "Boy, I'm not going to be able to find a red comforters." I went to 2 Walmarts. I would find one, but I wouldn't find the other one. I said, "Lord, I got to get 2 comforters." I look on Amazon. I said, "That's going to take too long to get." Went to Walmart in Manning, found 2 red comforters, sheets and everything. So when I put him in a red casket because I thought about that comforter set.
And being at rest and sleeping.
And I wanted him to be comfortable.
I had a question. This kind of pissed me off a little bit. That go to show how the people think about the most minute things. You just lost your dang son, and they worry about what color casket you got him in?
It was gang related, and it wasn't.
What? This is why sometimes I hate people. I don't care if it was because he like red lighted parts and he's a little boy. That's not none of their. How about if you gonna support me? If you gonna support me, support me. If you gonna love, you give me love, give me love. Don't. That's black folk sometimes. Why casket? So I'm gonna back up a little bit. So even though he's not here to tell how he really feels. I'm talking about your other son Maurice, but how did you as a mother, through your mother eyes, because sometimes I think we view people through the eyes that we see. How did you as a mother feel that how your son feel? Because he was actually there.
I had to take everything away from him.
I bet you did.
I had to take everything away. And when I mean take everything away from him, like snatch his soul, like take everything. I'm carrying the weight. Because when you're attached to your kids, you don't have to ask them how they feeling.
They tell you.
Not even tell you. You can feel it.
Wow.
That's how I tell people my kids are attached to my hip. I could feel the emotions. I could feel their stress. I could feel if they're happy. So I had to take on everything they're feeling and just carry the weight and make sure every day when they wake up, they're on a level where they can maintain.
Okay.
Because there's no, as a mother that, lost a son and you got kids and that's their brother, it's a lot for them to intake. They're not going to too much tell you how they feeling. You got to ask. They're going to tell you they're okay, but they're not. So you got to constantly tell them and say, I know how you feeling.
Okay.
If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. That's how Marvin started back rapping. I said, express yourself in your rap. Say how you feel. Don't hold nothing in. Let me know how you feeling. He said, I smoke weed. I said, it's not good, but if that's what you got to do, I mean, I drink. I caught myself. I stopped drinking about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, because of the fact that I had a bad anxiety attack. I mixing liquor with anxiety medicine. I had an anxiety attack so bad I didn't remember after coming back.
Yeah, that'll definitely do it, because that's a lot.
I said, I got to stop drinking. I said, I got to go on a trial or something because I'm carrying so much weight. I'm being there for everybody, and I'm overriding myself.
Who's there for you?
And who's there? My family did there for me, but everybody got different lives. Everybody work. Everybody do this. Everybody do that. I'm still home by myself. I'm still home by myself with my kids, trying to make sure they're functioning. Taking my anxiety medicine, drinking. It was so bad I ride with liquor in my cup.
So did you feel it? Did you ever thought about doing like therapy or?
Yeah, we go to counseling.
Okay.
I laughing about that because I cussed the counselor out.
Oh Lord, no Lord, the enemy jumped out of y'all.
I cussed the counselor out. So now we have a new counselor. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna try it again.
Okay.
But we tried it. The kids don't like it, but I think that it helps me. Okay. Because I did a journal. I write. But it always be a moment where I flip.
On the counselor, or you flip over by the emotions?
Me over. I get emotional. I get to thinking. Sometimes I can hear a taller voice. I still causes me. Okay. So, counseling is good because you get to talk. I talk to people. I talk to my family. So, it's a lot. Okay.
So do you ever do the counseling by yourself without your kids?
Yeah, by myself.
I think that's best too.
By myself and with the kids. Yeah.
Okay. Cause I think you probably, especially the little ones, they probably get it, but they don't. They're like, we just.
They don't really like my 10-year-old. She don't. Excuse me. She expresses herself a lot. She expresses herself more than my 12-year-old do. She cries a lot. She's very emotional. For Tyler's birthday, she cried when it was time to start the first day of school. Okay. She cried. Like she'll burst out and cry. Wow. And then I'm getting different reactions from her. So her and Tyler was real close. Okay. And he actually visited her for her birthday. And
that's what she wanted.
Yeah, well, she didn't really want it because she was scared. But I told her it was all right. It was Tyler. Because my phone kept going off. And I was like, this alarm kept going off. And she had the phone because she always has my phone, but she never looked on the app. And when I went to open that app, I was like, oh my God, I'm glad she didn't see it.
What app?
It's the app for your alarm system.
Okay.
And the alarm kept going off like dun, dun, dun. And finally I looked at it and it was like a white spirit came and it left.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you.
Okay, I'm glad she didn't see it neither.
Yeah, because she would have went to sleep at night. Because I didn't went to sleep till that morning. I didn't went to sleep because I was like, "Is he here?"
Why lie?
Yeah.
Okay, so how is, and when I ask these questions, answer as much as you can and don't answer as much as you can.
Okay.
Okay. So how is Big Brother? You took it from him because I know because he was there.
Okay. Yeah. Maurice, he is. We speaking about Maurice, right? Mm-hmm. Maurice is. I tell you, it's so much on him. Mm-hmm. Like when it first happened, he was like, "Man, it's supposed to be me." I was like, "It's not supposed to be either one of y'all, because nobody got no business shooting towards my home." Mm-mm. He was like, "Ma, it's my fault." No, it's not. I said, "No, it's not your fault." Like we had to counsel him every day. Mm-hmm. He would go to Tyler grave every day. Mm-hmm. He never cried much, but he would just be so sad. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Mom, like, what am I supposed to do?" Like, it's just, it's sad. Sure. It's real sad because he's sad, I wake up every morning and I don't see my brother. Sometimes I wake up like 3 o'clock in the morning and he will be on the floor sleeping beside me. Okay. He told me he missed him so much. They will be together every day, fishing. That was his road dog. So to me, I gotta always check on him because he was there. He had his brother blood on his hands. He had to carry his brother. That's a lot. It's a lot, and I thank God that anybody has a sibling or something to a family or even a close friend, because sometimes I call it have friends who have done things. I call them we can have a very weak moment. Mm-hmm. Sometimes in those weak moments, we can make everlasting effects. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think it's the guys for those weak moments because I don't know Maurice, but I know for a fact that he had to have some almost weak moments because that is a lot. You talking about my little brother. You got all kind of other entities involved, and he slips sometimes, and I have to catch him, and I have to say, "Look, Tyler wouldn't want this. You got to be better than this. You got a future. Because no matter what, see you like this. No matter what happens, this is to you, Maurice. No matter what happens, no matter what revenge, your brother, he's in a better place. He's in a better place, and you understand that. I've lost loved ones, and but some things, hopefully, some things, let the system work itself out while you can, because that's a lot. I just don't want that king because I realized he was there. I want that king to be strong and know that king. I don't even know you, but king, you are loved. You are black. You are a black king, and don't let nobody else stupidity trick you out your position. Right. And I mean I don't even know you, but that's definitely for you. It's okay. Definitely a struggle every day. I believe it. It is, and people don't. I don't know if they don't understand or they just ignorant to. We don't have time for extra shit because I gotta make sure I'm straight when I get up. I get up 5 o'clock. Sometimes I be up 4 o'clock, but I be praying because I need strength to make sure my kids don't see me weak. Make sure they see that I'm strong, so they can go out their day. Because when I'm down, Maurice, it takes effect on him. Okay. It takes effect on all of them, but Maurice the most. Right, he gets to thinking. Okay. And I don't want that. Wow. He gets to thinking that why, like, No, I don't. I don't want that. So I pray every morning. I pray throughout the day, strength, God to guide me, put your angels around me, so I could be there for my kids.
If it kids, and that's really all you want at the end of the day. So you get there. So all right, life after Tyler is very hard. You gotta get done. Okay, so when does how can I put it? When does the point where you guys get, like I said, answer or don't answer? When is the point that you guys get closure on the incident that happened? How far from that when it happens to when the police, the same dirty dogs who freaking pin you down? I can't get over that. I think that's crazy. To when they pin you down and say, "All right, Miss Oliver, we have blah 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 blah
Right.
who we believe are associated with the incident with your son."
I can say that we're getting closer
Okay.
to closure.
Okay, closer to closure.
Further than where we have been.
Okay.
October 5th will be a year. That came pretty fast.
Okay.
So I can say we're getting closer.
Okay. Okay, that is fast. That's been a whole year.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was fast.
So how you feel? Because I know, because I still feel like a year. That's not long.
It's not long. Time sneaking up on me so much.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I don't even know when holidays come. I don't know when. I didn't even know it was my birthday. So
Wow.
my cousin said your birthday tomorrow. I was like, what? So it's just me still being caught up in dealing with this situation.
Okay.
So like I say, making sure my kids good and putting things off.
Cause you know it's so sad. It's almost like us being parents and you being a good mother. From what I seen today, and especially the story you're telling me, it's almost sometimes I was like, as a parent, you got to wait till the middle of the night to go cry because you got to take care of everybody. You got to do homework. You got to do everything before you can say, "All right, everybody good, everybody good, everybody good. All right, now I can have myself." Not even stop and cry, just to even just breathe.
And they be like, "Mom, be like, huh? What happened?" Because if they see me cry, then they get all
Then they're gonna
wound
go.
up. And I used to do that before this incident even happened. I used to wait till they go to sleep, go in the bathroom and cry. Because I always felt like, oh, this single parent thing is it's a lot. But I got used to it. Like I said, my kids got attached to my hip. And it wasn't no questioning, nothing. You just do what you got to do.
And it probably helps when your kids get. Let me shout out. Let me say this right here because this is another topic. Single mothers been getting on me. Shout out to single mothers.
Shout out to the single mothers
and the single fathers because we don't get enough love too. But because sometimes I told somebody I was giving somebody some advice, and I think sometimes when I tell them to do things to their children, I'm viewing it through the eyes of me being a dad saying it.
Right.
And I realize that that's not the same.
It's not the same
dynamic.
Nope.
It's not the same dynamic. So sorry, you get the job, you're getting the job done. Now you have an 18 year, he's older boy 18.
And they get it twisted. They be like, oh, she ain't no single mother. Yes, I am. Because you're a single mother when you're in the household with your kids by yourself.
Oh, so you must clear that up for somebody else. You must,
if you know. Like, oh, you ain't single mother. Yes, you are. When the father comes in and out, like come in and out, meaning like giving that visits, but not just staying there. No, you're a single mother. You're a single mother because a single mother means you take care of doctor's appointments. You're at the schoolhouse. You're there to talk to the their mental state, their physical, their hair, listen what they had going on in school today. That's single parenting. Okay. Because if it's two, we can swap out. But when you're not swapping out, you're on your own. So I'm a single parent. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that.
Shout out to the single parent and shout out to whoever that shot was for.
Yeah, because sometimes you be like, when you gotta listen to 4 kids, 4 different personalities. Just think about if you just had one more person so they could talk to. But I take it all in. Days I be like, let him talk first and then you talk next. And then we'll talk as a group. Okay. So, it's a struggle with that. But I got used to it. I came up with a routine and we went by that routine.
So that's good. So look, hey, you still getting the job done.
I'm still getting the job done
Getting the
as
job
a
done.
single parent. They still get fussed at. We still sit down and eat and talk about things. Talk about people. They love to talk about people. But I be telling them, y'all don't do that. Don't talk about people, or don't let nobody hear you talk about people.
Hey, that's more the real answer, right?
I tell them, I say, don't you let nobody hear you say that. But you know, I love my kids. I have an open relationship with them. I tell them, don't hide nothing from me.
Okay.
And tell them, you can lie to somebody else, but you better not lie to me.
You know, that's very true, because I think sometimes kids understand. Tell me the truth, because I can't go to bat for you if I don't know the truth.
I'm the only one can help you.
Yeah, you gotta tell me the truth. Then after you tell me the truth, then we can decide what truth you won't let be told. If it being real, tell me the truth.
Tell me the truth.
Then we can decide what truth is gonna be told.
But I always told my boys, no matter what, because they, you know, boys is different from girls. So I tell them, I said, no matter what, tell me the truth, because I'm always gonna have your back. But I'm gonna tell you if you're wrong, but I'm gonna have your back. Sometimes, like, dang, I shouldn't tell them that, because they used to come to me, look at us, boy,
that's too much.
Hold on now. But that was our thing. Tell me the truth. And Maurice would sometimes he would get mad at Tyler, because Tyler would tell me everything.
He tell too much of the truth. He tell everything.
He would tell me everything. He didn't care. He said, Mom, that's such a. I'd be like, really? Wait till Maurice get here. Ain't nobody but Tyler tell you that. Yes, he did.
That's good, and I'm glad to hear the kind of relationship. See, because it's two kind of crying mamas. The kind of mother like you are that miss their child, and the kind of mother they are, the mothers that's crying because they know they didn't do right by their kids.
And let me tell you something. I did what it was, the news. They said they did so many interviews with mothers that lost their kids, and I was the first mother that they did an interview with that the kid actually was living in the home. And I was like, wow.
I'm telling the story be making sense. I'm like, you crying because you know you ain't the right by your child.
Yeah, and I was like, that's really crazy. So,
wow, that's great, but I'm not surprised.
I was, because you never know things. You never know, like, dang, they on news crying like this child live with them, and they don't.
What happens is sometimes dads just don't make bigger deals. Sometimes to save face.
You're right.
Sometimes to save face, and I just leave that at that.
Yeah.
I did at that. But okay, so you're going on, everybody's doing good. So now, as you reflect now, how do you feel as though, because like even me and my mom talk about it sometimes. She look, because she lost her brother, she lost her father, she lost her mother. We lost my grandma in 2008, and she said sometimes her word of advice was to me was, she said it never gets easy, but as time goes by, sometimes it gets a little easier. But she said sometimes it still hit her.
It does.
She said she could be putting up a pair of shoes, and she said shoes that my grandma.
I know people think I be crazy. Cause I yell, I stomp, I scream, cause it hits me. Cause I be looking for my son. Like in the morning time when I wake up, I be looking for him. When sometimes I get up just to go in his room. I look at videos. I mean, when it hits you, it hits you. And I don't really think I'm ever gonna heal from this.
But I don't think you.
People tell me that you gonna heal. You gonna? No, I'm not.
I think you're just gonna always carry him with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't think we're supposed to heal for certain things.
I don't think we gonna heal. Yeah. I think he still feel like I still can feel his presence. Like I be like, Tyler, and I look.
And it's not there. But see, I am glad that you're doing that. A lot of our people don't do that. You're actually doing counseling, You actually seeked help.
I tried counseling.
You tried counseling.
I tried.
And you're going to go back again.
I'm going to go back because I feel like.
You're not cuss one lady out. They got your new counselor now.
I'm going to go back because I feel like. Sometimes I feel like I'm going backwards.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. Some days I feel like I'm going backwards. And because I was at a point where I lost so much weight. I wasn't eating.
Stressing out.
My cousin said, bitch, you going to disappear. My cousin said, bitch, your neck's so little. I said, stop telling me that. Yeah. I wouldn't eat. Like, I would eat pieces, but I wasn't eating nothing. So some days I feel like, I need counseling back.
It's just the anxiety. But I'm glad that let me tell you something that you said. I'm glad you said you noticed that you were developing a problem, and you say, let me fall back on this, because some people don't realize. Yes, some people don't realize the issue, and guess what they'll keep doing? Going and going. Then it just at some point, some people get to the cliff and realize it, and some people just never come back, because that's a traumatic loss. And I would hate for anybody to try to minimize your pain, minimize your trauma, minimize you going through, because that's what we ain't gonna do here, and that's a lot.
But I told my family, they didn't know that I was drinking every day. They didn't know, but I was drinking. I mean, I would walk around with a shot of liquor in my pocketbook, take it out.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it helped with the pain, but
that's
not help. That's not helping.
It just make you feel good for that moment.
For that moment, because then when I go down and lay down at night, it still hurts.
Right back.
It's right back. So I say I got to give this up.
And look at you.
I'm going on a trial, so I'm doing good.
Okay.
I'm doing real good. I'm going on a trial.
If it's one day.
I'm taking it one day at a time. One day I had want to drink so bad, I was like, you gonna beat this girl. Yeah. You not gonna drink. You gonna beat this.
I believe in whatever people, if it's one day, or if you say I'm not gonna drink between these hours, I believe just those steps.
You got it.
Just those steps, because you know it's best for you. Because guess what? Not because it's bigger than you.
It is.
Because you got babies, and I like that you tell the story about Tyler, and this happened to him, because that's why I start off, who is Tyler? Because sometimes I think our black boys, when things like this happen, they're just a name with an RP hashtag.
Yeah.
And that's why before we said what happened, who is Tyler? What is he?
Tyler?
A boy with a business plan, a boy with a thing. Because I noticed when the other kids died, they showed them with their dog, they hunting dog. They said he was a great at students. When one of our kids happened, it just say young black man, 14 died.
From Santee or from Charleston. Yeah. They don't say much. But they did say that Tyler was interested in dogs and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. And I love, because I tried to read the article. I'm like, well, I think maybe sometime when articles have been so far, they won't let you. They won't let me read the whole article.
Depends on
who it is. You're right. You're right.
Now that you said that, when I pay attention,
Yeah, I'm looking, because I was trying to. I did my own little investigation.
Yeah,
I did my own little investigation, because I know I got some people from down there. We shout out my people from Utahville, Santee, Ellery, Vance, out of here. So, because I'm like, okay, let me see if I can find some stuff. I'm like, it just show, boy, like a pad. I like, where's the interest are? Like I said, maybe the articles that I was finding weren't enough. But if I type in those other people, it happened. A whole man killed himself in Hampton. They had a whole bio on him.
Right, yeah.
In the paper, I had to cut my words off because I didn't want to trigger certain words. But so a year ago, so you feel as though, well, we're not gonna count that little moment we had. You said, yeah, a little moment. So we're gonna skip that little moment. So besides that little space and time, you feel as though you have gotten more better, not better. What's the word? Yeah, I've got more. What's the word I use? Not better, but more.
Yeah. With the echo.
No, echo. We over that. I'm talking about with the passing of Tyler. You've got more. Just.
No, I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Okay.
I haven't gotten to that point. I still like you said, one day at a time.
One day at a time.
So that's what I do. I I never know how I'm gonna feel when I wake up. You know, sometimes there's days I don't even want to get up, but I make myself get up because he will be the one that wake me up. He be, Ma, get up. Ma, it's time to go. Okay. Ma, you up? Ma, you got hair to do? Ma.
So you a stylist?
Yeah, I do dreads.
Okay, the dreads. Okay, shout out. So I'm pretty sure everybody on here probably know you do dreads. See, I got a bald head, so I don't know about I don't know I don't know about that kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, so you know, it's one day at a time. Like you say, it's just when I get up, I never know
what's going to
happen. My day might start good, it might end bad. It might start bad, it might end good. It just depends on how I'm feeling.
How you feeling?
Some things remind me of him throughout the day. Like if I'm in the shop doing hair, I still be looking for him. Cause I'll be like, Tyler to that door. Or, you know. So it's a daily thing with this. And you know, things gonna get better as far as me coping with it, but it's just taking time.
It will take time. And I think whenever the other closure comes, I think when that closure comes, that'll help at least shed one chapter.
Yeah, shed one chapter.
When that closure comes. Because you get better because I laugh like now I get smiles because my biggest loss that I suffered, I haven't suffered a major loss. Well, I lie, RP my homeboy Baron, but before that was my grandma in 2008. And that's the people laugh at me. That's the last time I shed a tear. I haven't cried since 2008.
That's a long time.
That's 2008. 2008 is the last time I've shed a tear.
That's a long time.
But I still down. I think of certain things and I smile. Sometimes I don't cry. I don't cry, but I feel like the emotion of sadness. And I think if I wasn't me, that it would make me cry.
Right.
Not saying I'm not no tough guy, nothing, guys, but I just can't explain it. If for men who know who go through different things, we understand.
I feel sick. Like I get nauseous. I get it's just a feeling that you just. Cause on my way up here, I got sick. Like I felt nauseous.
Cause you know you talk about it.
Not that I just felt like, why he not here? Like I want him here, and I get sick. It's just a feeling like it's a bad feeling.
I understand. Soon as you told me about the story, soon as we conversated, I looked it up. I have this thing with my people. When I saw it, when I saw those pictures, I'm like, that's a black king. And let me tell you, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Big Merv down there in Santee, Utahville. I think Big Merv, Utahville. But the thing about me is, I say, man, Merv, that's a football player there. He beat him dog, but we had him. Hey, that's a tight end there.
Yeah,
just because I looked at him, I say, well, they would have had him. Shout out to Big Merv down there, or he'd have been a late Marion Gator. Because them coaches, I'm like, he don't know it. No coaches will go and harass him. But see, that's the humanizer part. That's what we see. Right. They see that's I'm looking at him. He probably 5'10", 5'11", 8, 14 years old. Probably might have been 6 even. So I'm like, okay, see, but that's because we are us and we humanize our sons more than the world does. He fight
for that chair that day. I was like, y'all, please let him get the chair.
And now look.
I said, please let him get, because I got this thing since my kids was young. We took photos every 5 years.
Yeah, they got some good photos too. And I got 2 on it. I see the 2 on the flyer.
That was the last 5-year photo with Tyler in it. And for some reason, Tyler fight for that chair. And we was like, boy, go ahead and get that chair, boy. And the way he propped up in that chair, I was like, people say you know your day, when your day coming. It's already made out. This day was already made for us.
I guess.
Like it just was strange to me. Because every day I would fuss at him and Maurice about them beds. Make them beds up. Clean up your room. Tyler bed still made up from how he left it. A year later. And don't y'all sit on his bed tucked. Still smell like him. His shoes still line up. That boy ain't never did that before. And that particular day, he made his bed. His shoes was lined up.
And wash your cars,
wash my cars, cut the grass, and had his phone on a charge. That boy don't have his phone on no charge.
Like him,
in his pocket.
Like his mama.
Yep. So I look at stuff like that, and I look at him telling me the week before he passed, say, Mom, he said, these was his words. He said, I'm going to be famous and you going to be rich.
There you go.
And I said, boy, you better get out my face with that crap. He said, for real, Mom? He looked at me and said, I'm going to be famous. And you could be rich. Watch what I tell you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay. I said, we going to see.
And you never know. Your son still might make you rich.
Who said I ain't rich?
Who I'm playing with? There you go. You say you ain't rich. Hey. Hey. I'm gonna put you up now. I like that one. That's a good one. Hey, you probably rich. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Let me put some respect on your name. But I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank you for trusting Marvinsports and Life to tell your story in a classy way. Cause you know I ain't coming with no bull jive.
No, you didn't.
You know I ain't coming with no bull jive.
I really appreciate talking with you and stuff like that. And I just really want to tell everybody like my main thing is I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me because I have people that some people need. How you doing this and that? I'm not doing good. What you want me to say? I'm doing good. I'm not. I'm not doing good. I'm at a stable place. But the thing is, I don't want people to feel sorry for me because y'all need to be preparing yourself because y'all day gonna come too. Whether you gotta bury your mama, your cousin, your brother, your sister, or whether your kids, prepare yourself and prepare your kids for that day. Because the message I want to tell people is everybody day coming.
You're right.
And you gotta be prepared. You gotta be entwined with God.
Correct.
You got to, because that's how I'm getting through. God. I mean, I was into reading my Bible, reading scriptures before, but now I do it on a daily basis, and not just because that happened. I've been doing it, but now I do it more. I manifest. I take out time because without him, I wouldn't be stable enough to even hold this conversation with you. I wouldn't be stable enough to even go through my day, to even push, to even get up, drive a car, talk to my kids. And I could feel the energy. Sometimes people look at me and they be like, oh, I feel sorry for you. Don't feel sorry for me. Because I'm going through what I have to go through. This is my journey. But your journey gonna come.
Correct.
This day was already, everything was already laid out.
Correct.
And it's just I tell people I'm a walking testimony. You know how people say I'm a walking billboard? I'm a walking testimony. Because prior to this, my daughter was sick with epilepsy, diagnosed with epilepsy, have seizures every day. So my life is just a testimony. You know, I deal with that. When Tyler passed away, she was in the hospital for a week with seizures, activity, still on a daily basis. So don't feel sorry for me.
You good.
Because I'm walking my journey. And they gonna have to walk theirs. But the question is you ready?
You're right.
If you ain't ready, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself because things coming.
You're right.
So this is my message that I want to tell everybody. Like,
it's coming.
I hope I be like an inspirational person to people. They look at me because you never know what people going through.
Correct.
You never know what state of mind a person in because they lost somebody or what they feeling or how they feeling. So I'm just here to tell everybody, like, keep your head up. Whatever you're going through, stay blessed, focus, get into it, get into God. Like, live your life doing it too.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Live your life doing it.
You guys heard. Let me tell you something, guy. I'm motivated too. Hey, she let me know. Hey, boy. Hey, I am rich. Who you think you playing with? You sitting beside of me and don't play with me. Like I said, we shout out got this episode 70. You guys, if you're sitting in here, if you're watching this on Facebook, hit that like and that share button. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe, that like and that share button. If you're listening to if you listen to this to a podcast, thank you for listening. You're listening to the other Facebook page. If you're watching it, watching this on Instagram. Thank you for watching this. Have you found me? Thank you guys for tuning in, guys. You see how the platform is constantly evolving. This was different. We let a mother come up here and tell a story, and we made a positive story. We just don't want to just dwell on the tragedy. We wanted to. This is a story of a mother fighting because she got to go on for her other children, and she got to live for her also, and while still keeping her son name alive and well. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. And if you follow her on social media, I put the hashtag in there. Long live Tyler.
Yes, and Mondays are for Tyler.
Mondays are for Tyler. Every Monday.
I haven't stopped the Monday yet.
Why not? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I always post them on Mondays.
You should. And that's your thing. And shout out to your other son for having the rap video on top, the rap video in honor of his brother. But well, thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 7. I'm gonna let you the last words before I sign out.
All I want to say is long live Tyler.
Long live Tyler. Just like that, guys. We are episode 70.